Hello everyone, let's look at the new features and changes that Microsoft plans to roll out as part of the August 2025 update for Windows 11. The Patch Tuesday update is scheduled for August 12, 2025. On this day, the company will start rolling out the security update, which will also include several new features and visual changes. It is important to note that Microsoft rolls out new features and changes slowly, and depending on different factors, it can take some time until you see these improvements on your computer. First, let's look at the changes that Microsoft is adding to Windows Recall. So now if we go to the Settings app and then we go to the Privacy and Security settings on the Recall and Snapshots page, we're going to see that we have a new entry to the Advanced Settings page. And from here, one thing that is available is the ability to reset Windows Recall to the default settings. This means that when you click this button, all your snapshots will be deleted and all your settings will be reset. Furthermore, the feature will also be disabled on the computer. In addition, if we go to the Recall page, under Storage, the maximum storage duration for snapshots is now set to 90 days instead of unlimited. If you want to change that to unlimited, you can choose the option right here. Now, if you use Windows 11 in Europe, then on the Advanced Settings page, you will also find the settings to export your snapshots for websites and third-party applications. So I don't have that feature, but this is what's going to happen. When you set up the Windows Recall for the first time, the feature is going to give you the Recall export code, which is this one right here. You will need to copy and save this in a secure location. Microsoft does not store this code in the cloud or anywhere. So if you lose the code and you want to use this feature, you will have to reset Windows Recall, and that will delete everything regarding the feature. So once you want to export the snapshots on the Advanced Settings page, you're going to find these settings. And from here, you can export all your past snapshots, or you can start exporting snapshots from the time that you're turning it on and forward. After installing this update, you will also find some improvements for Click to Do. First, when selecting some text, you will also find two new AI actions, including Practice and Reading Coach and Read with Immersive Reader. The Reading Coach option enables the system to provide feedback when reading out loud selected text, and the Immersive Reader displays recognized text in a clutter-free interface, allowing you to focus on the reading experience similar to the immersive reading experience in the web browser. So in order to have these two options, you do have to install the Reading Coach app. So right now I'm just going to select this text, and then I'm just going to click on the Reading Coach option. And here you can start practicing with the assistant. Now, if we select the Immersive Reader, we are going to get a similar experience. We will also have access to different options to customize the experience to help you focus more on the reading experience. Now, the other AI action is this one right here that is called Draft with Copilot in Word, and this will allow you to turn any selection of text into a draft immediately, but you will need a Microsoft 365 Copilot subscription in order to use this feature. Now, if you use Microsoft Teams, you will also find two new actions, including Send a Message with Teams and Schedule a Meeting with Teams. As part of the August 2025 update, the Settings app is also officially getting a new AI agent to help you find and change settings more quickly. As part of this new integration, the search box is now at the top center of the application, as you can see right here. And when you install this new update, the computer is going to download another AI model that you can use with natural language to describe the problem or setting that you want to change. And then the feature is going to find and change the settings on your behalf with your permission. For example, if we type, "How do I control my PC by voice?" the on-device AI is going to identify the feature that you want to turn on and is going to offer to enable it for you by just clicking the Apply button. Now, just another example, I'm going to type, "My mouse pointer is too small." And then you're going to see that the AI agent is going to offer to increase the cursor size, and it will also bring up, in this particular case, the slider, so you can choose the pointer size. Now, one thing that I wanted to point out about this new agent for the Settings app, one is that everything happens on device and no data is sent to the cloud. At least that is what Microsoft says. And second, the search box now works in two ways because it combines the traditional search with the AI agent. So if the AI can identify and it can help you to change a setting or fix a problem, then you will see the AI result as you finish typing the query. Now, if the AI is not able to find the answer, then you will see the traditional results for a specific setting. Now, one thing that I wanted to point out is that at the beginning, Microsoft said that the AI was going to be available when you type in a long query and not to when a specific keyword. However, what I'm noticing is that if you just type one word keyword, let's say resolution, this doesn't say that it's an AI result, but now you will have the ability to change the resolution without even having to jump into that specific settings page. The reason why I'm not sure if that is an AI result, that's because if I type brightness, I know for sure that this is the AI result and you will see the AI logo right here, but I don't see that on the brightness slider. And technically you're supposed to click right here and that will take you to the page, but in my particular computer that actually crashes the Settings app. Okay, another feature that is coming with the August 2025 update for Windows 11, it's called the Quick Machine Recovery. So if we go to the Settings app and then we go to System, Recovery, then we're going to find a new Quick Machine Recovery page. And basically it's a feature that aims to reduce downtime due to boot failures by automatically detecting and resolving issues using the Windows Recovery environment and Windows Update. When a critical failure occurs, the system automatically connects to the network and uploads the data to Microsoft, and then the computer will receive a targeted fix. The feature will come enabled by default on Windows 11 Home, but on Windows 11 Pro, network administrators will have to enable the feature manually. So to enable the feature, you just need to turn on this toggle switch, and then from these settings, you can configure how the device will search for solutions and restart. So by default, the computer, when it detects a boot failure, will check for solutions every 30 minutes and it will restart every 180 minutes. And then on the restart, the cycle will reset until a fix is applied to the computer. Now, once the feature is enabled and something happens, you can check if a fix was applied by going to Windows Update and then going to Update History. And the operating system is going to list any fixes on this page. Now, on the Settings app, if we go to the Privacy and Security section, you're going to notice that under Windows Permissions, we're no longer going to see the Search Permissions and Searching Windows Settings pages. That's because Microsoft has now combined those two pages, and now we have a single search page which also has been updated to match the design language of Windows 11. So all those settings will now be found on the search page. Microsoft is also updating the Snap layouts with inline description to help you better understand how to use a feature. So for example, when opening the Snap Layouts menu from the Maximize button, you're going to notice some description at the top along with the keyboard shortcut to execute that action. Not only there, but if we try to drag a window to the top of the screen, you're going to see the same inline description with the keyboard shortcut. The Windows 11 August 2025 update also introduces an optimized keyboard layout for pen sign-ins that will allow you to enter your pen more easily using an Xbox controller. And finally, after installing this update, if a bug check error occurs, you will no longer see a blue screen. Instead, you're going to see a black screen that also has been redesigned to improve the user experience. So as you can see, we'll no longer see the QR code and other elements, and now we're only going to see the essential technical information. Lastly, and perhaps more importantly, this update also brings a bunch of fixes regarding File Explorer, desktop notifications, file system, graphics, firewall, and more. Check the video description to find the link for more details on these fixes, improvements, and new features. Now, let me know in the comments what you think about these improvements on this cumulative update for August 2025. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.